Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Brother the Legacy. Don't do that, Jeff. He said AD's clock broke.
No, it isn't. It's TP time, Jeff. That's TP time.
Welcome to the club.
What's up, Lisa? What's up, Mama McCory? What's up, Jeff? Anyway, that's why you in jail.
We were still popping our collars. We were putting that cologne on.
What up, Ashley? It's been a minute. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. If you are in the Instagram land, appreciate you. Make sure you share from there as well. Trying to get some notice. Some Instagram folks to start coming through. So if you want to switch over and just comment a little bit, but unfortunately, it won't pop up. I'll read your comments to everyone that's around. And again, what's up, my podcast people? Thank you for listening and being a part. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Yo, we said that on camera. He said, can he carry some COVID? Yo,
that's hilarious.
Appreciate that, bud. Appreciate that.
Kaneem, I told you.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. I appreciate the concern and the well wishes. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gravy over here. But yeah, thank y'all for being concerned, though. Appreciate that.
He ain't even got a mask on or nothing. Why does the blanket mean COVID? I mean, I'm thinking the same, but why does it mean COVID? Like
it's a COVID blanket.
It's a COVID blanket.
We ain't trying to.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
And it's after 9:00. So
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy it. Raining out there. It's a little ugly. I'm good.
All right. All right, Larry. I'm gonna hand this to you. I pray everybody's having a good day. Larry, go on hit us with that word of the day. Go on hit us with that word of the day.
And you know what? It's the way and it's the way Kaneem in his current state makes me feel.
Because I'm almost struggling to pronounce it like the way my mind is working.
Beamish.
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 BEAMISH for my podcast.
It's an adjective. I think I might know that one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the same though. You know what I'm saying? What do you need? What do you need to put it in a sentence? Give me a sentence.
Go and put it in a sentence.
Oh no. Can I get the origin? Can I get the origin of the word?
Not the origin. Nice.
Can I get the definition? Okay, it's an adjective. It's an adjective, and it's for bright, cheerful, and optimistic. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Bright. And they were beamish from head to toe. Yeah,
Nice.
Because we used to think it was beaming. Remember we always say, "Oh, they're beaming." No, it's beamish. Okay, gotcha. Good. All right, Larry, spin that. Oh, it's today Thursday.
We can spin it now. We got some words left over. Yeah, Jeff. That's exactly how I felt.
All right. So, all right. Today we're talking about things age has taught us. Things age has taught us.
Apparently last week.
Age just taught me that Donald Trump going to jail.
Oh God, nah, he's next prez.
All right.
Next for prez. He's the next prez.
They better get on these cases and
like all of a sudden, I don't hear nothing about the cases. All I hear is the border. He's going to be the nominee of the Republican Party. That's all I keep hearing.
Right. That's it. That's what's dominating.
Okay.
All we're going to do is mix it up in the courts and keep it in the courts and keep getting extensions, and then he's going to be president.
Exactly. Okay. And I would not be feeling. Here you go. I'm not feeling beamish about Trump going to jail.
Well, but I'm feeling a matter of fact-ish that he going to jail. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. All
right. What is that based on, Kenny?
But apparently, age didn't teach me not to fall properly in the snow last week. Shoot.
Not fall.
I thought age taught me don't fight it, go down, but that didn't work.
Absolutely.
I went down, I didn't fight it, and I still hurt myself.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's like when you drop a roll of toilet paper, a lot of times people hold on to the roll and it just rolls out even further. You just gotta let it go, kind of thing. Just let it go and it doesn't roll out as far.
Let it roll out.
So you kind of thinking about along those lines, right? If I just let it go, then it ain't gonna be as bad. Let it go.
No. Let it go.
Well, let me ask this question. Can I ask this question, please?
I went down, but it did.
Can I ask this question, please? My dog, Thomas. Yes, can you verbally give us a visual of when you dropped that toilet paper and how it rolled?
Come here.
I didn't want to go there. I was gonna let him slide. Let him slide.
I want you to. Okay.
Sometimes you have to let that go. Let it go.
I swear.
I didn't want to touch it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let his analogy go and I'm gonna ride with it.
Just go ride it out. There you go.
Hey, that boy Thomas he looked like he'll be mad as hell though. Like, I gotta get over here, go all the way to the door. We go get to the toilet paper.
Kadeem, the visual I have is that the roll is falling down the steps. He's still holding that toilet paper and rolling down the steps.
Hold on, nah. See, man, you took it too far. You took it too far, Larry. You took it too far. Hold on, now. If your bathroom got steps in it, I know something.
When I grew up, the little thing that holds the toilet paper was always broke. All right.
Got you. Got you. I think I see it now.
And as it's sitting there, you go to grab it, you knock it over, and you hold on to it, it just rolls away, and you got this long. But if you just knock it over, let it go. It rolls, just pick up the whole roll. I'm just.
At what point do you just tear it and just chase it later?
Right.
Well, I mean, you learn better just to let it go. So, Larry, I mean, you may be hurt right now, but if you would have fought the fall, you would probably hurt, pull muscles, and everything.
It would have been worse. Yeah, it would have been worse.
Your neck that wouldn't go away for like 3 weeks, and
dislocated shoulder, anything could happen.
So,
Don't.
All right.
Yeah,
So
but one thing age has probably taught you too is that it takes longer to heal, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
man,
Absolutely.
Man, you used to be able to fall, break two limbs, get up the next day, and go run a mile. You know,
Right.
but
he said break
Break
two
two
limbs. Now it's like,
Right.
Not no more.
now you sneeze too hard when you wake up, you out
Right.
for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Whole back locked up.
Right. Not the whole back. I ain't gonna make it. What happened?
Yeah.
I sneezed.
Some fall. Oh, let's pick it. Go ahead, and pick it up. Now it's let me take a knee. And don't rush it. Don't rush it. Nice soft landing on that knee.
You don't.
Oh. Funny, we was out there in my backyard on my privacy fence, and one of the 4x4s had broke at the ground level, so we had to dig it up. And the way it is, it's right there on the property line with my neighbor, and they got a like a retaining wall. I don't know if you know what railroad ties are, but they got railroad ties for the retaining wall. So, and the 4x4 is on my side, so I'm doing a little tightrope dance on this retaining wall, trying to make sure that because the concrete that was down there before, we got to take that concrete out. So we try to take the concrete, we kicking it, and then I get my buddy to go get alligator straps on enough you go out. Anyway, I went and go get some straps, and I wrapped it around the rock, and I let them pull, and while I'm pushing back and forth, we got it out. Now that's the easy part.
Right.
The hard part is putting a new 4x4 in there with concrete, making sure it's level, and me trying to tightrope it, trying to put these dog ears on there. Well, it does some planks. Put these planks on there, and instead of using nails, we're using screws. So it take a little bit longer with screws than to do nails. And I got to hold the plank and screw and the screw to keep the screw on the bit. Put the drill on the. I said, "Hold on, man. You get too old for this." Well, and then I got my son out there looking at him. You got it? I know you ain't got it. You don't know. You don't know what you're doing, so I ain't got no choice but to get it. But anyway, that was my little story about that.
Kadeem, your story reminds me of something that age has taught me.
What's that?
Get one of them dudes from Home Depot to come over and help you.
Right.
Pick up one of them dudes from Home Depot and help you with that fence.
Something age.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually like working with my hands. That wasn't the part about it, but
it could have been easier. Age has taught me make it easier.
Well, I feel you on that, brother. I feel you.
Take a moment, think about what we're about to get done, and find the easiest way to do this thing.
Exactly.
You got stuff on your shoulder, you holding things up with your leg. You like trying to screw it in with the drill. The screw keep falling off every time you touch it.
Right.
Hey, it was definitely a challenge, I tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's some other things that
work smarter, not harder.
Right. So go ahead.
One of the things that it's taught me is, man, I can't deal with foolishness for too long. I ain't got no patience for it.
No patience for the foolishness?
I ain't got no patience. And
elaborate on that, my brother. What you mean by that?
I don't care if he's 7 years old.
You
should know.
Wait a minute. You said 7? You said 7 or 70?
7.
I don't care if he's 7.
I don't care if he's 7. But you know, I look back, I'm in my 50s raising some small kids. And the interesting thing about it is I was like, man, if this was like 20 years ago, I'd be cool because I wouldn't even know the stuff I know now. I'd be more calm about it. Matter of fact, when they being super silly, I would have been super silly. They want to be on games. I want to be on games, and it would have been, it's a perfect match. So like having kids at a younger age sometimes is, I think, probably could be easier because you're just coming out of kid stage yourself.
Thinking that too. I was thinking that for a minute too.
But when you're older and you got small kids, it's like, all right, so
I stop playing.
This is what y'all want to do right now. Y'all too loud.
It's 9 o'clock. Why you so loud?
Why you so loud? And so that's one of the things I say that I've learned in age is, man, doing it older.
Yeah, I remember when my daughter turned 21.
Yeah,
she was talking about we was going to the club together. I say, no. That'll be a memory you'll never have of me and you in the club together. Yeah, no, that's a memory that you'll never have.
Yes,
I'm in the club with my daughter, and I'm seeing all these dudes try to walk up and talk to you.
Right.
I know how I am in the club. I don't want you seeing me walking up trying to talk to nobody.
Are you saying?
I'm up here talking to this chick, got the drink for me, drank for her, and then my daughter tapped me on the shoulder talking about Daddy.
Daddy. Daddy.
But Daddy, we're mine.
Not gonna happen.
That part is in the club. They're not gonna realize that's your real daughter calling you.
Hey! I don't want to think nothing else.
Yeah. Look, Kaneem, you got another shout out for being sick.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yo, for real, from who?
Sam.
Hey Sam.
Oh man. No, Sam, I'm good. I'm at the crib. I'm at the crib chilling.
Kaneem got that vid.
Got that vid.
I'm at the crib chilling. Hey man, I wanted to stay asleep, but I had to take my babies to school today. I was like, golly, anybody? Y'all want to take an Uber and use your own money?
Not only do you have to take an Uber, but use your own money.
Use your own money. You got some money on your account.
They'd be like, save my money and wait for you.
Sure. Oh my golly. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Another thing life has taught you, age has taught you, that no matter what you did when you were young, you can overcome it. Like you can change the narrative about who you were, what you were, but hey, don't get caught up in that young life and think, well, I could change it when I get old either. That's
right. Well, that too.
Because some people think that, I could do this when I'm young and change it when I'm old, and it doesn't work that way all the time either.
It's kind of like almost both were true. Like, don't trip. It's not the end of your life. It's just a moment. But at the same time, don't take this lightly.
Throw away your life because
throw away your life. You're gonna be able to do it later. That's so
cool. That kind of leads into another thing. Like,
wait, let me get one.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying, this is the same thing, Larry. This has to do with the same thing.
All right, go for it.
All right, so when you're younger and you throw it away, it takes longer to be successful on the back end. But when you're smarter and younger and you get into your careers and everything, it's more likely to be successful. So I think that's the reason why it works both ways.
Okay. Nice.
All right, Larry.
Larry, go ahead.
So age, it took age. Age was trying to tell me when I was 25. Then it tried to tell me again when I was 26. Then when I was 30, it was still trying to tell me. I ain't listened until I was probably 35. Wow. Is don't try to lift the whole gym. like and the way age corrected me, it was they throw my shoulder out, my left shoulder be done, and I'm like, oh shoot, then I got to take off, and I start all over again. Right. And I'm like, who am I impressing anyway? Trying to lift the whole gym. Right. So now I try to encourage the younger guys in the gym, like, hey, I've been there, I've done that. Don't do that. Like, start off light, get your reps in, get your reps in, and then eventually work your way up to the heavy stuff. But you don't need the heavy stuff. You can get the same look working out with the lighter weight. Like you can get the exact same tone. Yeah. What you want? You go bragging for? You can bench 405. Like you gonna lose to the club? Hey, shorty.
Guess what I did?
Why Kaneem's daughter sit right there next to me? Like.
Oh wow! Why my daughter standing next to you?
Listen. I meant because I'm at the club with you.
No.
And she with us, and I'm like, I'm talking to somebody else. I'm like, hey, shorty, I could bench 405. And then Kaneem's daughter goes, hey, daddy didn't get me a drink. You might give me one.
I don't think I like your visual. I don't like your visual.
We at the club together.
But I don't like your visual.
My daughter's there too.
Oh Lord, not your daughter too. Oh Lord.
No, we both. Why our old tales in there with our kids? Well, come on.
Right, exactly. Why?
It happens though. Yeah. That's a regular thing that happens nowadays. People can't let go of their past. They get stuck.
Yeah.
And then they get into them clubs and they think that's still the thing.
Yes.
They had kids 30 years ago, they still up in the club with skinny jeans on.
Yeah, but then with the weights thing, like it goes into that saying about work smarter, not harder.
Right.
Like you hear that when you're young, you're like, whatever, man. I don't need no tools to help me with this. Now it's like the flatbed is like that tool is such a genius tool, man. A flatbed, what you could do.
I tell you one thing what age taught me, bend with your knees. You better bend with your knees. Man, I got this. I got this.
My back's strong.
Till you laid up in the bed. Don't cry like I don't even know. I can't even move. I don't know what to do with my life right now. That's bend with your knees. Oh, it's a pause. Let me get some of these comments. Let's see. Rod says parents were right saying they pay for the lights and water. Right. So you got to pay it. Them lights and water. And Jeff said, I found out I don't have to live in the principal's office. I finally got my first apartment. I read that a few times. Thomas got it. I'm going to just need you to break that down a little bit because that kind of went over my head.
Context of what we were talking about.
Club, I'm definitely going. He said, keep trying to go to the club.
Exactly.
They can have that. My way is not the only way. Well, now, especially if they're going now, I'm there. Go ahead, Thomas. I'm sorry. What were you saying? Break that down.
No, you're good. I was just making a comment on what you were saying about Jeff's comment about what he learned from being just taught him.
Right.
I don't need to be in the principal's office.
Right. Get your own apartment. So getting older, right? And going through life's trials, tribulations. When trying to speak to somebody younger, do you see the hard-headedness that you had? Do you see that?
They got it worse.
You said they got it.
They got a more solid head.
You weren't that hard-headed. Yeah, that can even, they weren't.
Remember how we used to say a hard head makes a soft?
Yes.
Well, they don't have a soft. They have a harder head. And I just think, man, these kids today are different. Yeah, I was having a conversation.
They don't get spanked. That's why they don't get spanked.
I was having a conversation yesterday with someone, and they were telling me that they read a statistic that the kids these days need affirmation 100 times a day just to feel good about themselves. Wow, 100 times. For us, it used to be like, to overcome one bad comment, you need 5 good comments. It used to be that. These kids need 100.
Is it 100?
Yes, and I believe it. Because, if you compliment them 5 times, they don't hear it. They don't hear it at all. You can say one bad thing and compliment them 5 times. You never say anything good about me.
But do you feel like sometimes as an adult, you kind of, one bad, erases all any good comments been said. Like, you ever feel like you stick to the negative thought more than you do the positive? Like, even as an adult, sometimes, we've learned as we got older, we learned to kind of shake some things off and don't stick with it. But it never sticks with you. It never holds to you.
Not now. I guess you got to be really close and in my circle for it to stick.
I got you. Right.
If you outside the circle, or if you're not that close to me, that stuff rolls off my back like water on a duck. So yeah, I don't, not these days.
What about you guys? Do you feel like the negative might stick to you a little more? He said, I think that's contingent, right? Because that same thing Thomas said. I think it's contingent upon who says it. You feel like the
yeah, man, it that part and so, I don't know, man. I guess I think it would have more impact for my kids and my wife than it would anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more sensitive to their response or how they feel or their opinion than anybody else's. So the negative, if they talking negative, then I need to listen, and I need to listen with intent. Somebody else talking negative, somebody else talking negative. Oh man, I'm like, you can get these deuces.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put COVID on that dude, them deuces just there?
I'm glad to know you feeling better, buddy. That's what I'm glad to know. I am happy that you happy, my brother.
What about you, Larry? Do you feel like it sticks? Is it all just contingent upon who says it, or kind of like most?
Yeah, I don't even check the deuces. It doesn't stick. That whole bounces off of me. It just bounces off. I'm like, whatever.
Bounces off me and back onto you.
Back on you.
All I do is I just laugh it off. Like, all right, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. That part right there, people. You realize that people really don't know.
Smile. I hit them with the smile.
That's the condescending smile right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, then.
All right.
All right.
What are you about to say, Thomas?
It sticks to
it's just, when you start thinking about it, these people really don't know me. Like, you don't know me.
You don't know me, fool.
That's why you get the smile.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I ain't never gonna see you again.
Okay.
And if I do, I ain't worried about you.
Right. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, when I first started doing like live streams and stuff like that, I almost had to take it personal. I let comments throw me off, if that makes sense. Like somebody say something, and you process for a second, like, what made him say that? Then you realize you always have the term keyboard thugs, and people just they was right here, they wouldn't say a thing. Oh,
come on now, AD, you gotta own it. AD, you gotta own it.
What you mean?
You was taking it personal.
So no. I mean, it throw me off, but I don't take it personal. I'm like, what? So I think for myself,
Are you sure, AD?
Listen, I'm gonna give you a break, COVID, man.
I take it more now when we're online. Can someone else handle what I'm saying? Like, how many people am I breaking out there by saying what I'm saying? Because you can say anything back to me online, and it's like, not a big deal.
Right.
But if I put something out there, how many people does it really impact, and they can't really handle it? And that's kind of the way I think about online stuff these days. It's kind of like, remember the comment that guy made a long time ago? Look at him trying to be black.
Oh yeah.
And how I cracked up. That stuff is funny to me. And then I was on Reese's show a couple weeks ago, and there's this guy that's just going in. I've never watched this guy again, and this and this, and right. And I'm over here cracking up. I'm like, this fool, like I really care about your opinion.
Right.
It was funny. Stuff like that's hilarious.
Let's see.
because people ain't got nothing else better to do.
Sam said for me, it
I
really,
take it. Reese got his own little audience, his own little niche audience.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely matters if I.
I'm not watching this guy again. What you were shooting them with some positivity, and they wanted all negative thoughts, huh?
Oh yeah. Reese tried to back me in the corner about politics.
Right.
Boy, do you know who I am? I'll rope a dope you. You know what I'm saying?
Rope-a-dope. Hey, I'm all upset because I already thought it and should. Oh, okay. So for me, it really only matters if I've already had the same thought. Then when I hear it, I'm more upset because I already thought it and should have changed something. Indeed.
I can't argue with that.
He said, I got to find that replay. Yeah, you got to see it with it got bad though because of the connections and.
Right.
Yeah,
I think Reese didn't like my answer, so he just kind of messed the audio up.
Listen, because Thomas, all you need is a couple of, you know what? You're right, Thomas. True, Thomas. That's real talk, Thomas. Like your whole audience start changing. Like, that's a good point,
wait a minute. Huh? Wait, the sound's going out. Hold on a second.
Hold on. I think we're losing you. Is this thing on?
Yeah. You ain't spinning around like that, did you, Tom?
Nah, I mean, you just couldn't put me in the corner and you know some of the stuff he was just saying. But yeah, you go check the replay out.
Yeah, most definitely.
And it was a lot of fun.
Good up until you couldn't really hear it anymore. It's like, okay, you need to go and shut it down because he can't get his point across. You couldn't hear him. All right, so one lesson you would tell. I'm scared. I don't even know why I'm putting this out there, but let's go. One lesson you would tell somebody younger about getting older. One lesson. What would you tell somebody younger about getting older? The one thing that they should know that's important. He said age. He said age ain't nothing, but a number is a lie. Indeed. It's a lie.
R. Kelly realized that too.
Stay on top of your health. Stay on top of your health. You know, I guess go to your doctor at least once a year. You know, get checked out. That's something I would would have had prevented my case, maybe not, but still.
Reese in the building. He said, "Never trust a skinny chef or a fat homeless person."
You know what's funny about that? The first half of that comment. And I was on a cruise, and the this one I forget where my wife and I was at, but they was telling us about this place to go eat at, and she was like, she's like, hey, when you go over there, it's going to be these huge women with a scarf on their head with big pots, and she was like, that's how you know the food is good. That was her statement. And we showed up, we found a spot. It was like, and the food was good. I was like, okay, I guess she was onto something. So yeah, never trust a skinny chef.
All right, Thomas, what's yours?
Oh man, I got a whole bunch. I'm gonna say be bold. Everything that has started, you see out here has been started by somebody else. Go learn and be bold. Right. You can start some stuff, and you can start some good stuff. As long as you got the right education behind it, and structures and systems. Be bold. Be bold in your faith, most of all. I think that's when I say, but be bold.
Okay. Oh, Mama Corey kind of reiterated what Larry said. Take care of your health.
Yeah,
we know
that be yours too.
We know what Kaneem going to say. Don't go to the club with your daughter.
Hey, just for the record, I never did that.
Okay. I know. All right.
So I guess mine would be health and what Larry said. Whatever, just be mindful of what you're putting in your body. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess I noticed now how a lot of the inner city youth, how their diet is, a lot of tackies and a lot of candies and no real nutrition from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, unless they're getting the meal at school from the school. But I guess just be aware of what you put in it, because if you learning bad habits as far as your nutrition and your diet, and then you picking up addictive habits as far as so now you got two bad habits, and and sooner or later one of them is either gonna be your diet is gonna get you and make you sit down and pay attention, or your addictive habits gonna get you and make you sit down and pay attention. So it's best that you just be mindful of what you ingest, or just anything that goes in your body, period, whether it be mouth, nose, ears, injections, whatever it might be.
Gotcha. That's good. That's good. I'm going to reiterate kind of what Thomas said. Just be bold, go after, if it's something that you desire, don't be afraid to go after it. Don't be afraid to go after it. Like now, just especially being young, just go after it. What do they say? Fail quickly. Just get at it. If it go wrong, switch gears. But don't sit on it. Don't sit on it.
You reminded me of something too that fell quickly. It learned lessons quickly.
Right.
Because you begin to understand strategy at that point.
Absolutely.
If you start to be bold and you don't wait too late, your strategy gets a little bit better, and you're able to navigate a lot better. And so slow down and enjoy the journey ahead.
He says it's only illegal if the authorities see you do it. Otherwise, go fast. Thanks, Reese. This is one to grow on. All right, so
I learned that ain't true.
Right.
The authorities ain't never seen me sell drugs, but I spent a lot of time in prison for it. There's this thing called conspiracy. I'm just saying.
I didn't do nothing, but you was there. We appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us in addition, Brothers of Legacy. Make sure you stay connected. Connect with us on Instagram. We're gonna try to do like a show halfway on Instagram. Mama Corey, the debate is, I'm not sure if you have Instagram. Let me know. Text me. If not, we'll work it out. Everyone else, we appreciate you. Everyone else, we appreciate you guys for being here. Rock with us. There we go. Rocking with us. Get on my nerves. That's gonna be my theme all year. Kaname is getting on my nerves. We appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys for rocking with us. 988, if you are someone you love, is having a mental health crisis, make sure you dial 988. Right?
Hey, AD, let me just say this real quick before you close out, because you just reminded me of something.
What's up?
As age has taught me that the ball has changed. Remember back in the days, it's my ball. You can't play. Right. Now you got a mute button. You just put people on mute, right? It's my show. Mute.
Right. My show.
Mute. You can't play in my ball.
True that.
All right. And you guys pray for Kaneem as he goes through his vid. We appreciate you guys. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I said 988. So know that we love you. Jesus loves you better. Stay safe. Make good choices. And we will see you in the AM. Peace out. Hey, we closing out. We shutting it down. Just Larry. All right. Yep.